Very good morning, students. Today we are going to see factor affecting demand. Already second unit we started, and what do you mean by demand, and the basic things we studied, assumptions of the demand, exceptions of demands, all these things we studied. Now we are going to see what are the factors which is affect the demand. Majorly, it's very interesting, actually quite interesting topic only. One by one, before entering into the topic, I would like to explain some of the basic of demand. What do you mean by demand? Demand can, why it is slowed down, all the basic things I would like to explain. After that, we will enter into the factors affecting of demand. Okay, let me explain one by one. First thing, what do you mean by demand? Because whenever we are entering into the topic, the basic introduction we required. Okay, demand is an economic principle referring to the consumer desire to purchase the goods and services to willing to pay the particular period of time in the goods and services, on goods and services. Already we studied that. So what willingness they are having to purchase the particular product we are going to study. Holding all other factors is constant. Imagine it. Okay, in increasing the price of the goods and services will decrease the quality demanded and vice versa. Okay, once again I would like to explain this second point, holding all other factors constant. All other factors in the sense price, income, taste, preference, all the factors you can keep it as a constant one. Increase the price of the goods and services will decrease. Okay, decrease the quantity of demanded. Okay, the same thing, increasing the price of goods and services will increase the quantity demanded. This is vice versa. Okay, then what are the three concepts of demand? We can say these are all the three concepts or three conditions of demand also. An effective demand has three characteristics. Okay, effective demand have three characteristics. One is desire, second one is willingness, and third one is ability. Okay, what is that? Desire, individual to pay a particular product. I am having desire, I want to buy the particular product, like that we are having the desire, no, that is willingness. A particular duration of period I want to buy, like that we will feel. And our income, our capability, that is what ability. Okay, these are all the three concepts of demand. Don't forget, this is a 2-mark question. What are the conditions of demand? They will ask. What are the characteristics of demand, or what are the three concepts of demand? All the answers are same. The answer is desire, willingness, and ability. Alright. The demand for a particular product is always defined in reference to three key factors. Okay, we all are saying demand, demand, demand. Which factor will decide we are having demand? Okay, the first thing is price of the product. Okay, how much cost, how much price the product value is, how much. Okay, the next one is point of time, at when the product is going to be selling in the market, and marketplace, which marketplace the product is going to be selling. So these are all the three important, okay, demand. These factors only decide whether the product have a demand or not. Clear? Once if I am telling, okay, right now some onion is going to be demand, I am telling. Okay, how we are designing onion price is going to be, onion is going to be demand. Very simple. What price of the onion? You will ask how much price onion? It may be 100 rupees. Yes, of course, the price is going to be deciding the product availability. Okay, at what time? This is the rainy season time. Automatically these kind of products and goods and services, the cost of the goods and services ultimately increase. So that is the second one, point of time. And the third one is marketplace, availability in the market, demand of the product, where the other countries also require the particular product more. Okay, such a case, the product is going to be called as demanded product. One more good example I would like to say, In now turmeric is very demanded product nowadays. The reason is regarding this COVID season, turmeric, ginger, pepper, all these things is going to be act like antibiotic medicines, natural antibiotic medicines. Okay, automatically the people are using more. The production also has to increase, and luckily it is increase means the demand will not come. So the willingness of buying, okay, the people are willing to buy the particular product means automatically it is creating a demand. Now you understand what is that. So what are the major three concepts, which is desire, willing and ability. What are the three characters, key factors of demand, how it is going to be decided? Price of the product, what time the product is going to be, and the marketplace. Okay, that's all. Why is the demand is important in economy? We always say demand is important, supply is important. Okay, of course. Why it is required? Very simple. It will determine the price of the goods and services. When the demand and supply only going to talk about our economy's price of the product is going to be depends upon the demand of the product. Okay, demand of the product only. Consumers may exhaust to avail supply of goods by purchasing a given good and services at a high volume. This leads to increased demand. Okay, supply and demand have an important relationship because together they determine the price of the product, most goods and services. The supply is more, the product supply is more, what will happen? The people will use to buy. Actually, supply and demand both are having same type of characteristics only. What they are telling, how law of demand having, at the same time law of supply also having we are. So the supply and demand, it's playing a vital role to decide the price of the product. How much the product, how they will be calculating the price. The supply of the product more available in the market. Okay, it's produced by the producer more. So and substitute products also available. Automatically the demand of the product is going to be very less. The purchasing power of the people also is going to be, it's comparatively vice versa. It is increase, it is decrease. It is decrease, it is increase. It will happen. It depends upon the type of a goods, whether it is inferior good or normal good or necessity goods, that also we have to study. Okay, then what is demand, and I want to show some example to you. So you think like quantity demanded, QD. Okay, how we are going to write an equation? It means that is function of P and P related this, that is related goods, price related goods, and the last one is income. Y is always called to be called as income. So when I am talking about demand and demand's example, just to see, it's like a function. If you want to measure the quantity demand, okay, just like that you want to measure the quantity demand. How you will measure the quantity of demand? It's very simple. QD, that means quantity demanded, is equal to function of price P and price related goods P or G, and the third one is income. Understood what I am talking? Just to see this slide, demand equation where QD is the quantity demanded for goods demanded, P is the price of the product, PRG is the price of the related goods, and Y is the income. The function on the right side of the equation is called demand function. So if you want to measure the demand function, this is the equation. Clear? So if you are find out the functions of all these things, you will get how much quantity demanded in the market. It's very simple. Next one is we want to know what is the theory of demand. Theory of demand, every concept has its own theory, isn't it? So here demand theory, how it is going to be explained. Demand theory describes the way that changes in the quantity of goods and services. Very simple. Changes in the quantity of goods and services okay, demanded by the consumer affects his price in the market. One simply we can write a formula, changes in the price and changes in the quantity divided by changes in the price. That's all. Very simple formula, right? Changes in the quantity, how much quantity we are changing divided by changes in the price. When we studied in the demand curve, what we study? Quantity demanded, price of the product. We studied, right? Quantity, how much quantity we are purchasing, price of the product, if it is increasing 2 rupees, 4 rupees, 6 rupees, 8 rupees and 10 rupees, automatically the quantity demanded in the x-axis, what it is going to be? If the prices increases, our purchasing is very less. If the prices decreases, we are also increasing. So automatically less price, more quantity. So that is what a demand theory is going to be talking about. Demand theory describes that the way change in the quantity of goods and services demanded by the consumer, demanded by the changes occurring, okay, consumer affect its price in the market. Okay, the theory states that a higher price of a product is or else equal the less of its demanded. Higher price, right? For example, you think like very valuable thing like Ferrari car or Audi car, whatever it may be. The car cost is more, so everybody will buy the car. So what here they are explaining the same concept. The price of the product is very high, the quantity demanded also very less. Everyone will not be offered that car because it's costly. We know very well, something is fixed in our mind that particular type of cars are very costly. So I am not afford to buy the car. That means I don't have an ability to buy that car. So what it says, it's very simply explaining that the theory state that higher price of the product is or else equal the less of the will be demanded, of course, inferring a downward sloping demand curve. Understood what I am talking? So this is the theory of demand explaining. Okay, what are the first law of demand? The law of demand is one of the most fundamental concept of economy. First law, what it is saying, that is consumer use the first unit of an economic good, they purchase to serve most urgent need first. Okay, and they use each additional unit of goods and services successfully lower valid ends. Very simple concept. Daily our usage, we required rice, we required sugar, dal, salt, everything. Okay, first unit of economic goods they will purchase. If I am giving 500 rupees to you, just I am giving 500, at your home nothing is available. First thing what you will go and buy? Rice, dal. After that only you go with shirt, t-shirt or something like that. Then only you can go with coffee powder, something like that. So first demand, which one is have a first demand? For food. So you are giving first importance to the particular product. So the consumer use the first unit of economic goods they purchase to serve their most urgent need first. They will give most urgent need first, and they use each additional unit of the goods and service successfully lower valid ends. Next importance they will give the next time. This is called a law of demand. First law of demand explaining. Okay, next, what are the two variables of demand? Variables also, demand have two variables, isn't it? The demand curve and the supply curve is the relationship between two and only two variables. What is that? The quantity on the horizontal axis and the price on the vertical axis. Quantity on the horizontal axis, price on the vertical axis. Just assumption behind the demand curve or supply curve, there is no relevant economic factor other than the product price and changing. Okay, so the two variables, which variable you are using? Quantity, and another one is price. The prices increases, quantity demanded, how it is going to be changed. The change in price, the change in quantity also, quantity demanded also. So it's vice versa. Prices increase, quantity demanded purchase is going to be come. down. So that is what demand curve is. So what are the major variables which we are having in the demand? One is price, now another one is quantity demanded. So now up to this you may understand what are the basic doubts you will have in the economic of demand, demand in economy. Okay, it's very easy. What are the products? Just on general knowledge I would like to say, what are the products are highly demanded in 2020? Okay, now if we are going to talk about COVID vaccine, only more highly demanded. That is what I said, turmeric, pepper, ginger, all these things are highly demanded nowadays. Excuse me. So highly, 8 products are highly demanded. What are the CBD oils and products, eco-friendly products, and natural skincare and cosmetic items people are obviously using, and specialty teas, diet fed products, subscription food products, we are subscribing for Zomato, Apple, like that, and probiotics, biotics, and subscription orders. So ordering in online all the products whatever we want. So these are all the basic 8 products is highly demanded in 2020. It is not told by me, it's a survey which is taken by the economic world. Okay, next one is, now we are entering into the main topic, factors affecting demand. What are the major facts which affect the demand? One by one we will see. First one is price of the product. Whenever we are entering into the market, what we used to see, we will see the product and we will ask the question, how much product price is. It's a nature. Even you are go and ask Bill Gates also, if you are entering into any shop, first he will ask what is the price of the product. It's quite nature, human psychology. Okay, then income of the consumer. Okay, how much earning they are earning. Next one is price of the substitute, other products, how much other products having the price, and the price of the complements. Complements in the means substituted products is okay, complements means because of that product we need to buy some other product, that is complement product. Then change in taste, preference, fashions, people having frequently, last month I like yellow color, means this time also I will take yellow color, not like that, I will taste my changes, my taste and preference may be change. And duration, timing, season, climate, all these things, and how the product is going to be advertised by the people, those who are selling, manufacturer or producer, how they are selling the product, how they are marketing the product, that is what. Okay, these are all the things. Some other factor, actually the same product which we are studying, the same income, price of the goods or substitute goods, price of the complements, number of consumer. So how many people are buying the particular product, how many people want that particular product. Okay, that is number of consumer, that is unit of purchase. Okay, and customer taste and future expectation, these 2 points are additionally added here. Just income, when the consumer income is increases, or he or she usually buy more goods and services, which is increases in the demand. Of course, my income is 5,000, I will purchase only one t-shirt. If my income is 10,000, I will go with 2 t-shirts. Like that, if the income is increases, automatically quantity demanded also going to be increase. Okay, vice versa. The price of the substitute goods, substituted goods in a sense, the price of the substitute, example, if any good substitute goods increase, as a consumer normally gives up to least of some consumption goods. For example, if I want to buy banana, if I am going the shop, I am asking banana price, so it's somewhat costly. What I will do, I will go with which fruit is very cheap and best, I will go. So anyway, I want to eat fruit, maybe it's a banana or pineapple or apple, whatever it may be. If I'm thinking like apple is so costly, I can go with guava. Okay, I want to eat fruits because of my health. So what is very cheapest one, or what is comparatively good for health, like that I will used to think. That is what price of substitute goods. Okay, price of complementary goods, it's very easy example. What is a complementary goods? For example, if I want to buy a car, okay, continuously diesel prices increasing. So that is a complement of even purchasing a car without diesel we can't use that car also. So what I will do, if the price is continuously increasing, I will stop buying the diesel car, I will go with battery car or solar car. So this is what complementary goods. If the complementary goods price is going to be increased. For example, if I am drinking more coffee, continuously the coffee price is increasing. What I will do, per day 10 coffees if I am drinking, the coffee prices suddenly they will increase 3 rupees. So what I will do, instead of 10 coffees, I will drink only 7 coffees. This is what price in the complementary goods. Okay, next, number of consumers. How many people are willing to buy the particular product? How many of them they want to buy the particular product? Number of customers, number of consumers. So it is increases, depends upon that the quantity of the product also decreases. So purchase, that also decide the price of the product, demand of the product. Okay, next, consumer taste. My taste is going to be differ from one time to another time, because this time I like green color, means next time I don't want to like green color, I want to buy yellow color. Okay, my taste, my preferences. Even when I was a child, at that time I like very dark colors only. When I'm entering into the job, it is not going to be good look appearance. So I will go with pale colors, I will go with simple colors, like that. So the taste of the consumer is going to be changed. Okay, consumers future expectation, I don't think so this land value is going to be increased, I don't think so the gold value is going to be increased. So automatically the price of the product in future it will increase. In such case I will buy more in this time whenever I am having a cash. So that is also one factor which affect the demand. Okay, I think these are all the main factors. One is income, price of the substituted goods, price of the complementary goods, number of consumers, consumer taste and preferences, and consumer future expectations. Okay, and next we want to see what is the price of the product. Let me see one by one. Actually, price, if the price is going to be increased, there is an inverse relationship between the price of the product and the amount of product are willing to able to buy. Okay, consumer want to buy more product at low cost. It's a mentality of the consumer. Less of the product in high price. You know very well, if a product price is going to be high, number of quantity which you are purchasing is very less. You will not go with a high level of product, you will purchase very less product only. What it seems, the consumer want to buy more product. More product means the less cost has to be. If they want to buy less product, means the product price is automatically is high, I am unable to pay, so I can buy very less quantity. Understood what I am saying? Okay, then consumer income, how much income I am having, depends upon that only I will purchase the product. I am having more income, I can use more purchasing power. I don't have that more income, automatically my purchasing power is very less. So what they are telling, most of the goods there is a positive relationship between the consumer income and the amount of goods one is willing to buy. I am having lakhs of amount, I will go with purchasing a land. Okay, if I am having lakhs of amount, I will go, I mean crore of amount, I will go with independent house. If I am having lakhs of amount, I will go with apartment house. So this is the difference. So income is increases, depends upon the income, my purchasing level also is going to be changed. Clear? The demand for the product will increase or decrease. They all call these types are normal goods. Okay. Next one is price related goods. That's what I told. So same coffee or tea, price related goods, how we will compare the tea. Coffee price increases, we will go with tea, and number of quantity also we are reduce it. So all these things, price related goods which we are having, that is also next. Taste and preferences of the consumer. Actually I told you it's each and every time modernization or different traditional look, all these things whatever it may be, the people changes their taste and their willingness and preferences, all these things are going to be changed. Before marriage one taste will be, after marriage one taste will be, before child one taste will be, after child one taste will be. If I want to purchase and use means my product, how I will think the same thing I want to purchase for my daughter or my son, how I can use. So this is the case. So once any product, goods and services which we want to do it, what we will see, our taste, our preferences, our timing, our income, all the factors will be comes in our mind and I will do. Okay, one more example I will tell. The person maybe have a higher demand for an umbrella on rainy the day one, then the sunny day. Of course, rainy day is compulsory, we need to use umbrella. But sunny day, if you are not using umbrella also, okay, we can adjust. That is what. Okay. Next one is consumer expectation in future. That is what I said, future expectation. Maybe the price of the product may be increase. It will be going in different manner. Like that we are thinking, automatically they will purchase a product in a different case. Okay, when the people decide, they decrease in the current demand. For example, any products, it will be demand like that I am told you, like golds and what I can say, land value, it will all increases, means automatically we will feel, okay, now only it's very cheap cost, we can buy more, like that. The future it will be more increase, like that we will feel and we will purchase that particular products. Okay, number of consumer in the market, how many people are willing to buy the particular product. So that is also going to decide the demand of the product. More people are buying means automatically availability of product is going to be less. Automatically the person producer, he will keep that product is going to be in the demand condition and he will increase the price of the product. All these things going to be happen. This is what number of consumer in the market. So this is a very easy and interesting topics. Do you have any doubt in this? You just place in the comment box. Very easy. Once again, the first slide itself I want to explain. Demand means it's an economic principle. I said desire to purchase goods and services and willing to pay the price for the particular time duration. That is what demand. Three concepts is there, namely desire, willing and ability. And what are the three important key factors in the sense? Price, point of time and marketplace. All these things playing a role in the demand concept. Demand is very important to economy, because that demand only going to decide the price of the product. Okay, price of the product which is going to be demand by measured by, for determined by demand and supply of the product. These two things only going to decide the price of the product. How much price and volume of the product, all these things going to be decided by this one. So that demand is very important to economy. And what is the example functions we are having? Quantity demanded is equal to functions of price related goods and the income of the consumer. And the theory of demand is going to be explained like the state that higher price of the product is equal, the less available will be demanded. The price of the product is high, the less amount quantity will be demanded. The price of the product is less, more quantity is going to be demanded. It is going to be a theory of demand. I can say law of demand also. Okay, first law also going to be talking the same. And what are the major variables which is decide demand, in the sense that is one is price and another one is quantity demanded. What are the main variables which is decide the demand is quantity demanded and the price related, price. Okay, next what are the factors affecting demand, in the sense income of the consumer, price of the product, income of the consumer, price of the substitutes, price of the complements, change in preferences, taste and season, time, advertisement and future expectation. All these things are majorly affect the demand of the factors. If major factors which is affect the demand. If you have any doubt, you just post in the comment box. As soon as possible, I will clarify your doubt. The doubt is very big in size. One more video I will keep for you for clarifying your doubt very clearly. Thank you. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.